Let us talk about this pointer. So for explanation, I already have a class called rectangle. Just look at the things that we require. I have a class called rectangle which is having private members length and breadth, and I have a constructor for rectangle which is taking length and breadth and assigning length assign L and breadth assign B. Then there are other functions also available. Now here I have the parameters, that is L for length and B for breadth. Then I am assigning this length with this L and this breadth with this B. So that's how these values are assigned. Now let us talk about this pointer. Now we are ready to understand this pointer. See, suppose I want to say int length, this variable name as length, then this variable name as breadth only. I don't want to give other name like L or B. Now if I give this length and breadth, then it is more readable. Then here what I should write, I should say what length assign length and breadth assign breadth. What is this? Which length assign which length? Does it mean this length assigned to this one or this length assigned to this one? What it is? So it cannot figure out what may happen. So basically, when you see inside the rectangle, these are its local members, so the same member will be assigned to itself. It will never access this. So actually I wanted to store this value of length in this length variable, that is this data member. So how to refer to the data members of a same class or the same object? Now to avoid the name ambiguity and to make the statement more clear, you can say this arrow, that is this dot, and this also this dot. So this is a pointer to the current object or the same object. This is a pointer to the same object. So this dot length is this one and this dot breadth is this one. To that length is this length and this breadth is this parameter breadth. So they are assigned. So when I create an object of a rectangle R1, then I pass the values like 10 and 5. Then this 10 and 5 will go into this length and breadth, and then they are stored in this length and breadth. So object will take the values length and breadth. I'll put a breakpoint here and run the program. Let us see. It is on this line. Now let us move to the next line. It has gone into the constructor. Now you can see here it is showing this. This is having length and breadth, which is not having any values. These are garbage values, but length and breadth are these parameters. This is 10 and this is 5. These two values are shown here in the watch also. Now if we continue, then the length is -2 something and here length is 10. So this is this length and this means it is a member of a class. Now if we continue, then you can see that this value became 10. Now you can see that this value became 10. That is, this value became 10. Now this breadth is still some garbage number and this breadth is having value 5. So this breadth will be assigned to this one. So 7. Now this is assigned to this one. Now this value is 5 and this value is 5. Both has become 5, and here in the watch window also you can see this is 10 and 5. So this is a pointer for use for removing the ambiguity in between the parameters of a function with the data members of a class to refer the data members of a class of a current object. This is a pointer use. It is just like, suppose I have taken the examples like Innova is a class and the Innova that you own is an object of Innova. So if you are sitting in the car and say this car, so you are referring to an object, the current object in which you are sitting. So then you use the term this. So we are in this rectangle constructor for which object? R1. So that this means this R1. So this is read as R1's length and R1's breadth. So you can see this, what is the address it is giving? 0x hexadecimal 7ff and the last 3 digits are 590. So that's all about this pointer. This is very useful thing in C++ programming. Using this pointer you can refer to the members of a current object.